about 1996. I think Mark had just come. And had a good friend that was at First Baptist Church, Fort Stockton. Kirk Hammond.
Good friend.
I get it.
Anyway, they had invited me to do a revival. And I was driving back and forth. And the way I would go, down through Royalty and then Grand Falls, down that way. And so, on one of those trips, in my truck, just past Grand Falls, this herd of feral hogs crossed the road. I mean, they just... And I tried to dodge them, and I hit the very last hog, about 150 pounds of hog. Messed my fender up, but I didn't kill the hog. I just kind of broke its back, and its back legs didn't work. Front legs worked. I didn't have a gun, so I couldn't shoot it. And if you know anything about feral hogs, they eat you. Okay? So I turned around and went back to Grand Falls and got a payphone, and I called the DPS. Okay? And a lady answered the phone. She was very polite. And I explained to her I'd hit this hog. It's about 5 miles south of Grand Falls. It's in the middle of the road, and it's still alive. And I don't have a gun. I'm not going to move it. And the lady said, we get these calls all the time. We'll be glad to come and shoot the hog and drag it out of the road. I said, thanks. And then she said, do you have a hunting license? And I'm like, well, no. She said, well, there's a new state law passed, went into effect September 1st. And for this service, if you have a hunting license, this is a free service that we offer. But if you don't have a hunting license, it's a $200 fine. And as she's talking, I'm thinking, she doesn't know who I am. She don't know which direction I'm going, and she doesn't know what my truck looks like, because I didn't tell her anything. And so while she's talking, click. So I get in my truck and I head on down to Fort Stockton. When I get to the edge of Fort Stockton, there are police cars, DPS troopers. They are everywhere. They are blocking the road, and I'm like, what is happening? You know? And I stop. They pull me out. They handcuff me. They write me a ticket, and I'm like, what's all this about? And they said, well, it's about the pig. And I'm like, how would you know about the pig? And the guy said, well, the pig squealed.